Hey, what's up YouTube? Hey, in this video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this griddle insert that I picked up for my Weber grill. So stay tuned and we're gonna dive into it. So let's get started. So this grill is called the Spirit E425, and I recently picked up this grill and I wanted an insert for it. So I actually got online and I found a griddle for this 4-burner barbecue grill, but it's not a Weber. I'm gonna show you how I actually found this particular griddle, and I'm gonna tell you why I purchased it. So Weber actually sells a specific grill for the Spirit E425, and that griddle generally runs about anywhere from $250 to about $300 just to get the Weber griddle insert. So I got to looking online and tried to determine if I could actually find another griddle that's comparable to the Weber. So what I actually did, I took a measuring tape and I measured the inside of the grill, which this is the 4-burner. I'm looking at 17, just a little bit under 17 and a half. And this thing is about 2 feet across. So we're looking at about 2 feet across and we're looking at just about 17 and a quarter is what we're looking at. So I got online, I started looking around, and I came across a griddle, and I'm gonna show you the griddle that I actually picked up. So we're gonna remove these grates. So to put the griddle inside of the barbecue grill, you got to take out the grates, or you got to take out the racks to sit the griddle inside. Now I haven't used this yet. We're gonna actually get this thing oiled and seasoned. We'll talk about that here in a second. So why did I pick up this particular griddle? I picked up this particular griddle is because of these handles. You got a handle on each side. Now when I got to looking on Weber's website, the griddle that they was advertising, it didn't even show handles. So I'm not sure if that was just pictures or if the Weber griddle do not come with handles. So one of the reasons that I picked up this particular griddle is because it got these handles here. It looks just like the Weber griddle, but I don't think Weber griddle has the handles. If you guys know if the Weber griddle has handles, be sure to put it in the comment section below. And basically, once you take out the grills or take out the racks, you want to take this thing and it sits right inside of the barbecue grill. You can use this as a griddle for frying bacon, eggs, breakfast, things like that. And I like the way it turned out. It's got a little spaces on the side where heat can come up. Also, you got a little space back here where heat can come up, and also here on the side. And like I said, one of the reasons that I purchased this particular griddle is because it had these handles. I'm not sure if the Weber griddles have handles, but the weight on this thing is about somewhere around about 25 pounds. This thing is not light, it's pretty heavy. So if the Weber griddles don't have handles, that's gonna make it kind of difficult, you know, to pick this thing up. But I like these handles. I had to install them on the side of the griddle. They came with it. I picked it up on Amazon. I'll include a link where you guys could pick up the griddle if you have the 4-burner Spirit. So we're gonna get this thing oiled. It said oil before use. I've already cleaned the griddle. I cleaned it with soap and water, or actually with some Dawn dishwashing liquid. And I actually cleaned my entire grill. You know, one thing about these grills is that the oil is what destroys the griddles or destroys these grills. You gotta keep them clean. So I actually went through a deep cleaning today. And I got everything cleaned up. I got the griddle cleaned up, and we're gonna get this thing seasoned. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this gas. This is a propane grill. I don't have it converted. And it's just enough space under here. I put this bucket under here. I'm gonna eventually use that to catch grease. Now it came with this little drip tray here on the bottom. And that's all they're giving you for a drip tray. It works, but I've actually picked up a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm gonna use that 5-gallon bucket, probably actually removing this tray and just catching the grease with this 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna be testing that out. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but right now, the way this thing is made, all of the grease can fall down in this bucket. All I have to do is remove this tray, or I can just let the grease fall in this tray. But I turned on my gas. As you guys can see, got a full bottle of propane. And I turned on this thing, and we're gonna talk a little bit about how to get the grill prepared before you actually use it. Now, according to the directions, it says clean and dry. Clean the new griddle with a sponge or a soft brush with warm water and detergent to remove the dirt, and then allow it to dry. So I've already cleaned the griddle. It gives you 4 steps. First step is cleaning and drying. The second step is applying oil. It said use a high temperature oil such as vegetable or canola oil. Only a small amount of oil is needed, but make sure it is evenly coated. Okay. Step 3, it says cook the oil. The final step in seasoning is to burn the oil. Heat the griddle over medium heat on the grill until the oil comes to a boil. The cooking time may vary. And the last step, it said cool off. Remove the griddle, let it cool completely, dry it off before wiping any excess oil with a towel, and the griddle is ready to use. So it just gives you those 4 steps: cleaning and drying, applying the oil, cook the oil, and cool off the griddle. So we're going to go through those steps here in this video. So before I light the grill, I'm just going to show you. The thing about these grills, you got to get them clean if you want them to last a long time. So to light my grill, all I have to do is turn on the gas, which I've done underneath. I'm gonna turn this thing, and you hear a click. You see the flames? I can let it go, and it's actually lit. So I'm gonna remove this just to give you a demonstration. You can actually see it's actually lit underneath. I'm going to push in, click, let go, and it's actually lit, as you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and light. I'm gonna light all of the burners. Just gonna push in, let go, it's lit. Push in, let go, it's actually lit. So I got all of the burners actually on. I'm gonna turn them down to the lowest setting, to the lowest heat. Okay, so I got the burners on. I'm gonna set the griddle back inside of the grill. And we're gonna just turn the temperature down. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting because this grill gets hot, man. So I'm gonna turn it down to the lowest setting. And I'm just gonna let this thing warm up, and then we're gonna apply some oil. So we're at 450 degrees. Let's check the oil. Oh yeah, this thing is getting hot, man. Look at that. And I'm just using my tongs with this oil already saturated into the napkin. This thing is hot. So we're gonna let this thing stay on a little bit longer, and we're gonna go and check the chicken on the gas grill. Oh yeah, she's starting to look good now. Oh yeah. I kind of got it down low. I'm just kind of slow cook my thighs. Don't want to burn it. This is my old KitchenAid grill, man. I've had this grill for a long time. This thing actually has been a good grill. So we're gonna check this grill one last time. Oh yeah, this thing is hot, man. It's nice and hot. So I'm gonna shut this thing down. Yeah, we're gonna let it cool off. So I'm gonna shut it off. And then I'm gonna turn off the propane. Make sure I got everything shut off. Propane is shut down. Just gonna set that to the side and take this paper towel and just kind of rub that oil in on these racks. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to kind of let the griddle cool off. I'm going to wipe the grease off, and the griddle should be ready. So that's pretty much all there is to getting the griddle prepared once you purchase it. I will include a link in the description of the video of where you can actually pick up the griddle that I'm using here. It is not a Weber griddle, but it looks just like the Weber. I wouldn't be surprised if Weber actually made the griddle for the particular company. It was probably a third of the cost of the actual Weber griddle. I think the Weber griddle is around 20 pounds and this griddle is around 25 pounds. And this thing, man, it's ready. It's nice and hot, and that's gonna be pretty much it. I bought it because of the handles. So if you're thinking about getting a griddle, you may want to consider the griddle that have handles. The handles makes a world of difference, especially when it comes to a heavy griddle. Let me know what you think. You can drop a comment down in the comment section below, and if you like this video, click the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. See you.